Hey guys, and welcome to another reaction video. Yeah, like I said in the last video, I'm gonna do something that I found that looked pretty cool on the thumbnail at least. It's called What Killed Equestria. I think it's an animation? I don't know. The thumbnail looked cool, so I just downloaded it. Yeah. What killed Equestria? I have no idea. Let's find out, I guess, in 3, 2, 1.
Right, so if you're like me, you got to watch the season finale. I'm pretty sure you did, and if you didn't,
I know this guy. Who is it?
And then watch why everything's wrong with it. It's actually not as long as you probably think it would be.
That's the guy.
It was such a good episode.
He makes like everything wrong videos of this, right?
Scenes in it that just weren't really context heavy, so there wasn't a lot for me to send or make a joke out of. Now, there was this one ending scene, the very last time that they jumped to an alternate universe, that really left people puzzled. You know, besides all the Fallout Equestria references that they threw in there, it was a wasteland. But the last scene before that was just Flim and Flam being capitalists, like deforesting an entire area. And that's a huge jump to go from that to...
Okay, it's apparently not an animation.
So a lot of people kept on trying to figure out, where did this go wrong? So very fucking wrong, you know? People attributed the different time leaps, or really alternative universe leaps, to being connected to the 7 deadly sins, and the last one was supposed to be gluttony, and the world consumed itself of all its natural resources. Now, to me personally, that's an okay interpretation. But I think the war was more important, not only because I'm such a Fallout Equestria Project Horizons fanboy, but simply because it seems the most plausible. This is the first full-scale war that we're being shown in this world, and if you look at it, the technologies are leaps and bounds above that of what you see traditionally in the show.
I'm having a hard time understanding what he's saying. I don't know.
Robotic exosuits on their bodies that enhance their strength. Before, Pinky wasn't even close to being the strongest mod, and now they seem to be about equals. So either these guys played a little bit too much of Black Ops 3 and Fallout, or they're trying to tell us that the technology just simply improved to fit the wartime. And if you look,
yeah, well, World War II brought us pretty far in technological.
So different things and so many advancements and achievements. Not only that, but World War II is super reminiscent of the world in Equestria during this time period. If you look, everything is switched over to being militarized. Everything serves a military purpose because it takes everything that they have to fight off Sombra. But where are they getting that power from?
What kind of accent is that?
Their own natural resources. They're even importing sheep from other countries. And what happens when they win? They depleted all their own natural resources. So the only plausible way for them to do is to trade with other people. But what are they going to trade? No doubt the economy is going to be completely wrecked from the war. Not only that, but they have to rebuild an entire land. Sombra seems to have taken over most of Equestria, if not all of it. This small warring faction is all that's left. So they're used to war. What you have are a bunch of battle-hardened soldiers used to fighting their entire lives, now with no enemy and nothing left for themselves in their home. What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna go to the places that have items, that have resources, that have power, that have security, and they're going to take it for themselves to feed their families. Because that's all they've known. That's all that generation has known is war. And when they defeat the target, they need something else to do. What is a soldier without a war? And if one race can evolve to such a high technological standpoint, why couldn't the others? When militaries just keep on evolving and evolving and evolving, sooner or later, more and more weapons of mass destruction are going to be created. And what happens when that happens? Well, Hiroshima and Nagasaki happened. We start using them, for better or worse. And what happens when we use them again? Like, let's say if America was to target North Korea right now with a nuke. When North Korea's allies would target us with a nuke. It's mutually assured destruction, and that's what we see. We already saw Applejack's farm polluting the sky, trying to can all these apples, burning the resources faster than they can actually create them. And that's why the wasteland is there. It's the disharmony. The ultimate disharmony. A lot of people might be wondering, where did changelings fit in all this? Most likely they would have been killed. It doesn't look like these ponies or crystal ponies are pulling any punches if they're turning off limbs. And how can a creature that survives off love survive in a war-torn country? It's not exactly an easy thing to do. There's not a lot of love going on there. And Luna, well, actually, to be honest, someone who's ruthless as Nightmare Moon would have been helpful for this. Because she had been trusted? Or would she have sided with Sombra? That's just something that they couldn't risk. So of course they probably just got rid of her. They might have tricked her into helping them for a little bit, and once she overstayed her welcome, they killed her. Of course, this is all just headcanon and theories and non-stop hypothesis based upon my own opinions and what I can see. It could very well simply just be that without Twilight Sparkle, enough things happen that the world just simply collapsed in on itself. Maybe there's some sort of world-destroying event that happens with Science T-Rex or Discord or Nightmare Moon or anyone. We just haven't seen it yet. Who knows? Anyways, guys, this fucking theory. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to leave a comment on what you guys think. What caused the wasteland? What do you think caused it, mate? And be sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed to join the herd today. Peace till I'm out, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Still a couple of seconds left. Okay. So, yeah. An interesting little theory. Oh, my CPU is going nuts again. An interesting little theory. Like I said, I had a little bit of a hard time as I'm not a native English speaker, so I kind of have a trouble with accents. It sounded a little bit North Europe. I'm North European. I'm in the very, very northern of Germany. Like, I don't know, Sweden or something like that. I don't know. I did understand most of it. Here and there I had a little bit of a hard time. The thing about this is, like he said, that the ponies would probably use all the resources for the war, and then when they win the war, then they would go somewhere else because they don't have any natural resources anymore. The thing is, I don't believe that. I don't believe that the ponies would win, because Sombra started a war with having only one city. He had the Crystal Empire, which is only one city. A big city, probably, I don't know how many, but against the entirety of Equestria with the Wonderbolts, the Royal Guards, and I don't know what they else have. And they already had half of Equestria covered in crystals, so war was really looking bad for Celestia. I don't think she could have just somehow managed to make the 180 degrees turn and just win the war again. And if they would have lost, then Equestria would have been covered in dark crystals, and it would not be a wasteland. The only thing that really could have done that is if there really was something like a mega spell developed later on, and they really just nuked Sombra, and somehow Sombra managed to develop the exact same technology and nuke the rest of Equestria, and then it's just all in radioactive wasteland like in Fallout. But it's a little bit far-fetched, don't you think? Yeah, what caused this wasteland then? The one thing that makes it look, that for me makes the most sense, is really just the Flintland brothers, but that would be a little bit extreme as well. Yeah, what caused this wasteland? The changelings didn't seem to have a problem with nature, so if there was just eventually, they smashed that, or destroyed that resistance movement in the Everfree Forest, they would have just left, but then nature would recover and take over all of Equestria, and it wouldn't be a wasteland. And why would it be a wasteland? T-Rex was the one that destroyed anything. For me, it looks like he could have done that, like with the magic of really everyone, including the Alicorns. He could very much turn Equestria into a wasteland, and yeah, I just don't see Equestria winning that fight against Zombra. And even if they did, why would it be a wasteland? I mean, it would still be green, and there would be grass and trees everywhere, wouldn't there? Maybe it's just, I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, that was the biggest problem for me with that theory. I just don't think that Equestria would have won that fight if Zombra would have already conquered half of Equestria. It seems to be, I don't see that. I don't know. That would surprise me if Celestia somehow manages that. Well, I don't know. I mean, it was. Oh shit! I hit the mic. Sorry, I hit the mic. Yeah, actually, I mean, it was just so. It mean, it was obviously it was obviously in the episode just so Starlight could see one of the horrible futures, but also they wouldn't have been chased by something, and could actually talk a little bit. So they just made nothing, literally nothing. Pretty horrible, actually. So yeah, I don't know. I guess T-Rex would be what makes most sense to me, at least. But I don't know. If you have any ideas, I would like to hear them. So you can write it in the comment section below if you have any ideas. I really don't know. Yeah, but I like this little theory. Actually, I don't think there's a whole lot to it, but yeah, it was nice. I love these pictures. They were really, really cool. Sorry, really, really awesome. So yeah, but not a whole lot to say. I think I said a whole lot already. So yeah, that's everything I have to say. So I'm just gonna end this episode here and say I hope you look. I can't do English today. So I hope you like this little commentary, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.